Not only is Harry and Meghan's Polo series getting panned by critics, it's getting panned by viewers, and it's bombing on Netflix. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and in news that should surprise absolutely no one, Polo is absolutely bombing on Netflix. Executive produced by Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The show has now been panned by critics, all who've now seen it because it's released last night. And they all have the same complaint, how boring the show is. I want to go through some of these reviews, and then I want you to help me do something. Specifically, if you have Netflix. I know a lot of you are like, I'm not supporting Netflix. I mean, it's too big to not support. They try to please everybody. I get it. Some of you are that passionate about it, and good for you, I guess. But I like to have Netflix, and I can choose what to give ratings and what not to. And I can see already that it's not showing up in the top 10 of shows. And I implore you to go look in your top 10 if you do have Netflix, because it would be interesting. It's not there. Jamie Foxx's special, which literally just dropped last night, is there at number 1. All the new shows that have dropped are in there right away. The Ultimatum, etc. But nope. The new hit show Polo is nowhere to be found on Netflix, which is very telling, because usually when Netflix believes in something, even if it's not number 1, I suspect they push it up a little bit to try to get it some attention, to see if people will click. And it seems, just from my own little snooping around Netflix, no one's clicking on it. They're not even attempting to let people click on it. They're like, well, let's see if Harry and Meghan bring an audience. And if they don't, lesson learned, we're done. We're not going to promote it for them. We're not going to give them prime real estate on the main screen. They're supposed to be bringing it themselves, given how popular they are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious if you're seeing it in your top 10 lists across the country. Please let me know in the comments down below. Meanwhile, yes, the reviews are in. I was going to watch it for you all, just added like, it'll be fun. It's just not fun. Now, the cooking show, I'll probably grind through just because it's Meghan actually, saying stuff. I have no interest in this show. I will never watch the show again. I hope to never talk about this show again after this video. It is literally done and dead to me. Complete waste of time, no interest. And it is hugely panned across the board. Polo, blood, sweat, tears, and bafflingly little Prince Harry, which is good. Telegraph's Ed Power noted in his 2-star review, the baffling little appearance of Prince in his own series. Netflix and Archwell team up for this tedious, look at the word, tedious, inside look at the posh Polo. And for once, the Duke and Duchess don't hog the limelight, claimed the critic. He concluded, there's lots of blood, sweat, and tears in the series, but not enough of the Sussexes to make this anything other than a dull indulgence about a rich person's pursuit. There it is. That's what most people have the complaint about. Of this is an elitist sport that no one really cares about. Decider urged viewers to skip the series in his review, claiming Polo is the mostly boring look at a sport that very few people outside of elite circles have any particular interest in. Critic Joel Keller insisted the first episode was tough to connect with because it presents a world that not only isn't very relatable to most, but is boring to boot. Ouch. However, the writer did admit, if you want to find out about the nuts and bolts of the game Polo, then Polo should be an interesting watch. That's the best they can get. If you want to learn about Polo, it'll teach you a little bit about Polo. And I don't even think these are like awful people just out there to hate on Harry and Meghan. No. Polo review from The Guardian. Prince Harry's unintentionally hilarious profile of the world's stupidest sport. That's what The Guardian labeled this. The playground for the rich. Most obnoxious sport known to humanity. Critic Stuart Heritage said, mainly though, Polo looks destined to fall through the sub-menus and obscurity at the speed of light, and rightfully so. What did I tell you? It is. And Netflix is going to just let it go. It's clattering and niche and feels like a spoof documentary designed to play on screens in the background of episodes of Succession. The end of the final season goes out of its way to tee up a sequel, but I really don't think any of us deserve that. And what did the viewers think? It wasn't just critics who were left unimpressed. Here we go. Savannah, I'm done. I can't watch this crap anymore. It's too painfully boring. How they play polo with all the other sports available is beyond me. Horse racing would be more interesting. Polo is 5 hours. No one can get back. Boring. The thing is, polo is boring, not a popular sport and not relatable to the masses like football. Just watched 1.5 episodes of boring polo series, just self-centered, self-indulgent elites. Sorry, Netflix. Again, these aren't even like haters of Harry and Meghan. Polo is one of the most boring series ever on Netflix. I know nothing about polo, but this show had me hooked. And yes, I greedily binged all 5. Well, there you go. There's someone I never watched, but now I'm a huge fan. Well done, Harry and Meghan. So now we got a Harry and Meghan's supporters. Really wish polo series was longer. I enjoyed every minute. What a beautiful sport full of grit and passion. The personal stories behind the stories are heartwarming. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke, did such a superb job. Anybody who's pointing out that they did a good job, to me, screams fan, trying to justify it. Because they're not a big part of the show. There's no need to mention them. It should be about the sport people you just watched, the polo players, how great this character is and how great that character is. But no, these are clearly, fans. Superb docuseries. Watched all 5 in one sitting. Couldn't pause even if I wanted to. Great job and well done to everyone involved. Okay. I'm sure if we looked up Vinny Blair online, leave them alone. They're probably a Sussex fan. In fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're doing this live. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's my guess. Vinny Blair. Let's do it together. Let's make this happen. Does it not exist? No. Come on. Hold on. Vinny Blair. Okay, here it is. Vinny Blair. Ginger Avenger in stealth mode. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Oh, and they blocked me. Of course they have. Of course they have. But I can view public posts so I can get a sense. Yep. Outdid themselves. What a stunning production. Oh, so are they a fan? You think they're a fair reviewer? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Not a real review. Sorry, Vinny. Caught you. Anyway, that was funny. The program goes behind the scenes, offering unpresented look, blah, blah, blah. Harry said, yeah, who cares? We already know. But here we go. More. Harry and Meghan's Netflix sales. Jane Fryer's verdict. 1 star. Another Christmas, another creative offering from Harry and Meghan, the titans of television, forever beavering away in their Montecito mansion. 2 years ago, we had the 6-part Harry and Meghan program of their $100 million Netflix deal. Since then, we've had 1 decent documentary about Harry's Invictus games. Bleh, I don't know about that. And another less good about leadership. Their 20 million archetypes podcast was scrapped, but none of that has dampened their spirits because now they bring us Polo. Not sadly, the next series, The Brilliantly Naughty Abdication of Rothschild and blah, blah, instead of 5-part docuseries about the elite world of polo. To be fair, the opening moments, it does promise rather a lot, that we're going to enjoy one of the most thrilling sports you can imagine, full of dirty, sweaty, sexy boys, riding, drama, tension, and a man in a fuchsia pink polo shirt smashing up a cool box with his polo stick. Perfect for a wet Wednesday in London, you'd think. The drama centers around the buildup of the World Cup in Florida, where a lot of very slim women and very smooth faces and less smooth necks will cheer on muscular menfolk who take it all very seriously. Our life is on the line every time we get out there, says one polo player, as if he's a fireman or a Marine or perhaps a disaster relief worker. Polo is not just a sport. Polo is a lifestyle. We eat, breathe, sleep polo. I remember seeing that clip and I'm like, why? Why, dude? Go have another life. I guess you're running from your actual life. Even the rich are depressed. They clearly work hard at it because they're all wonderfully ripped and muscled and astoundingly white teeth, strong forearms. They're rich. Very expensive watches, blah, 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 Louis Vuitton. Anyway, we see them lift weights as we learn. Spoiled by his mom, blah, blah, blah. This is a 1-star review. And they're trying to be nice. It seems odd that executive producers were so desperate to share this ghastly world with the rest of us. Here is an interesting. Then there's Louis Duval, loathsome patron and player of the team called LaFay, is the cool box smasher and also has biceps and big as hams, a nasty temper, pregnant wife, and doesn't seem to care much about his ponies. Yeah, I got that sense. He just blows off his wife. I got that like immediately. I was like, no thanks, tapping out. These are a ghastly world. Despite criticism that the sport is ferociously elitist, a carbon disaster, not always very nice for the poor ponies, don't get PETA started, Meghan is said to adore the whole polo scene. And according to his best mate and fellow player, Nacho Figueroa, it has always been Harry's dream to share with the world what it takes to really be a competitive polo player. Though sadly not in person, because while they were very hands-on, they're not in. They have a 5-second cameo in the 3rd minute and a joint brief appearance in episode 5. but their ridiculous Polo pals do the make explaining to us their novice, blah, 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 blah. Awful though it all is, I wonder whether in the right hands it could have been fun, guilty pleasure. Sort of brilliant mashup of rivals selling Sunset and Made in Wrexham that made us shout in telly and horrified joy. Instead, somehow it is flat, plodding, and really rather boring. And if tried, it couldn't be any further from content that informs but also gives us hope, which is what they claim to be all about. So there you go. There you go. Not surprised by the bad reviews. Not surprised that Netflix is not giving it prime real estate on the main page, but I want to know if it is in your feed. So let me know in the comments down below. Before you comment, can you double check that you're still subscribed? Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, and smash that like button. Leave your comments and thoughts. We got a lot more coming for you here on Popcorn Palace.